Hey y'all, it's Jess with Beatific, and I know I've been gone for a little while, and I've posted, a couple of very short videos, but I haven't really done a in-depth video in quite some time. And there are reasons for that, and I'm going to update you on that right now. So the first update, I guess, would be that my dystonia, as y'all can see, the short videos that I've posted recently, that is still going strong. I have had, I guess, a really hard time over the past, I guess 2 years that I've had it, that it's just been hard to accept that I have it. I'm sure tons of y'all understand that. I'm sure even if you have it from birth, it's hard to sometimes accept that, this will never go away. But I've had, a little while where I didn't have very many or very extreme episodes. So, I was kind of hopeful that, hey, maybe it was the spasticity that the doctor was talking about. Maybe, it just took a long time because my whole entire spine is involved, and maybe it's, disappearing slowly. But that is definitely not the case. And again, I'm sure people with dystonia understand completely where I'm coming from, and the fact that, it still takes you off guard whether or not you have that in your head that, hey, this is not going away, this is a permanent thing, this is something that I have to get used to. I have to just do things, everything differently than someone else would. I have to kind of adapt to the situation, or just don't even be involved in the situation, depending on what it is, how strenuous it is, how stressful it is, all that kind of stuff. Whatever your triggers are, you kind of have to work around it. And it's just been something that's extremely hard to get used to. It is a struggle, to say the least. So, excuse me. I guess the next update would be my back. It is not the plans from this doctor in Atlanta. He wanted to do a CT scan of the full spine to see if I was fused, and if I was fused everywhere, then he is willing, and more than willing, to remove the hardware. Because he understands, he's the first doctor that I've ever talked to that has told me, yes, the hardware does cause pain, and because it's on such a thin frame, that, he understands me when I say I can feel the rods. Like, I'm sure anybody with hardware can kind of feel the hardware, but every move that I make, I can feel it kind of creaking and like popping, and it's so eerie. Like, it's just so annoying too, and painful, needless to say. I think that's the most annoying part about it, and the fact that I have to just keep popping and moving and all that kind of stuff. So, but people who know me just have gotten used to it, and people who don't know me probably think I'm weird, and I am weird to an extent. Everybody's weird. I'm awkward. I'll admit it. Might as well own it, So, anyways, so the pain is still there. I'm having new symptoms. This is kind of hard for me to admit and to put on such a public platform, but when your spine is involved, every nerve of your body is affected. Whatever part of your spine is in danger, then all of those nerves coming off and stemming to the extremities, your brain, your breathing, your digestive system, you know, your bowel and bladder function and all that kind of stuff is all involved. And they can be compromised significantly. So eating a raw, or mainly raw diet, vegan diet, plant-based, I have to be pretty, I don't want to say strict because I can eat anything I want, you know, it just has to be done a different way. You know, what I was saying earlier, you kind of have to adapt to it, and you just kind of have to make that mind change as well. Like, this works best for me and I feel my best eating this way, but I really want to eat, you know, that peanut butter snack or whatever. But for me, I cannot eat peanut butter because my digestive system, like, it'll taste good that evening for a snack, and then all night I will be in pain. I won't sleep very well, and then the next morning, you know, I'll be constipated because of that one little thing that I ate. You know, if I don't drink, you know, those 4 bottles of water that I drink that equal probably about 2 gallons. If I don't drink that much, and that's not including the water that's in my smoothies or in the fruit that I eat or in the vegetables that I eat, then I will definitely be constipated. One of the new symptoms, however, I've only had it happen once, and I'm thanking God for that. At the same time, trying to be steadfast in my faith that I should not fear what is going on with my body, because it is all for His glory and for a greater purpose that I have no idea yet. Okay, everything's going to unfold in His perfect timing, and I can't rush that, and I can't be angry with it now. Even though I really get angry sometimes about it, but you know, I just kind of have to remember His promises and that He does have a plan for my life. And you know, maybe this is the plan for my life. Maybe I am supposed to speak out about this and make others aware. So I am taking that chance right now. But the symptom was incontinence. You know, it just kind of happened. I didn't really have to go very badly. I've been one of those people all my life where I can just hold it, you know, for a long time and not really worry about it. But while on vacation, we were just standing there talking to my brother, and I was like, whoop, I gotta go pee. A little bit came out. So I have also had other new symptoms, like up in my, of course, on my back. I'll just use the front to demonstrate. It's thoracic, and it is what I would associate with like the thoracic outlet syndrome, or whatever that is, where it kind of comes off of my neck and out of my thoracic at the same time. So it's kind of like this, going down like that, up and down, I guess, and out, shooting to my arms, shooting through my ribs, wrapping around to my chest. And when I say shooting, this is like somebody is stabbed and then dragged the knife. Like, that is exactly how it feels. It catches me off guard, needless to say. I get kind of frantic, and then I have to, because I can't breathe right then, and then I have to kind of calm myself back down. So my headaches have gotten way worse, and it is still just, you know, one-sided right here, very, very strong. For the longest one I've had is probably about 2 minutes. Usually the consistent length has been about 30 seconds to 45 seconds, which it doesn't sound like a long time, but when you're in the middle of somewhere in a public place and you have to just close your eyes, start breathing in very deeply in through your nose and out through your mouth, and just kind of shut yourself off for a second, or several seconds to minutes. It seems a lot longer than a minute or so, but yeah, I'm trying to think of, my sciatic has gotten a lot worse on my right side. My left side has now started, which I've had that happen maybe twice in the 12 years that I've had the rods. So I don't know what's going on in my lumbar right now, but obviously it ain't happy. Something ain't right. So, but yeah, so that's about my back, and I think that's pretty much it about my back. And my wrist is doing amazing. I can flatten it out, which I never was able to before. I can do my fingers. It's almost like with the rod in earlier, or the plate, it was about there. That's as far as I could get it. So it's still straining a little bit. I'm still working on it, but it is magnificent. I'm so happy with that. But yeah, so proof that getting the hardware out and having your natural self back is a good thing. Go figure, who would have thunk it? But yeah, so I think that is all for the updates. And I totally forgot, really quick, that I was going to read y'all this verse that, honestly, ever since I got diagnosed with scoliosis when I was 9 or 10, somewhere around there, all the way through now, this verse has really been like Jesus is my rock and my salvation. Let me just say that right there. And his word is like the most powerful hope and inspiration. And this verse has really carried me through a lot of things in my life. Not only the stresses of, the hardware and all that kind of stuff, having to do things differently, and the pain and the addiction struggle and all, but other struggles that I've faced in my life that haven't shared with y'all. So anyways, here it is. It is Romans chapter 5, and I'll read through verse 5, but my favorite is verses 3 through 5. So it is about peace with God through faith. So verse 1, therefore, since we have been justified by faith, we have peace with God through our Lord Jesus Christ. Through him we have also obtained access by faith into this grace in which we stand, and we rejoice in hope of the glory of God. Not only that, but we also rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope. And hope does not put us to shame, because God's love has been poured out into our hearts through the Holy Spirit who has been given to us. So that right there, verse 3, the version that I always quote is, not only that, but we also rejoice in our sufferings, for sufferings produce perseverance, perseverance character, and character hope. So it doesn't matter if you use endurance or perseverance, either one is better, is good. But those are such strong words, and it's so true. If you think about whether you believe in God or not, whether you read the Bible or not, those words hold true to everybody's life. Whatever struggle you go through, it's like the saying, whatever doesn't kill you will make you stronger. That's what this is saying, only in better terms. Because you are given a hope, a steadfast hope and faith that nothing can shake at all, ever. No matter how depressed I feel, God is always just right there, like with his hand on my shoulder, with his arms wrapped around me. to comfort me and to remind me that in our struggles, we persevere and we grow in character and our hope grows significantly. And, you know, with hope, anything is possible. With God, anything is possible. So, now I am done. So again, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. And have a good day. And I have a couple more videos that I'm going to film today and get out, you know, editing and all that kind of stuff, and I'll get them out to you very soon. So I hope that y'all have a fabulous day, and just keep on keeping on.